33% of the global Fortune 500 was included in this study, representing over 3 million employees. And you can see we got some good geographic. Most of these companies were global companies, but you can see most of them are North America based, but we did also talk to CHROs in companies that were based in other parts of the world. So we covered a lot of industries. We covered a lot of ground in terms of understanding what the perceptions of current CHROs look like, where they think there are concerns, and what success looks like, and some of the key capabilities.
But one of the key findings was that the CHROs felt they were all dealing with the impact of the VUCA environment. And in a more predictable environment, the human capital strategy, the HR strategy that they were developing and executing on could support and follow a business strategy. But in a VUCA environment, that is just not possible, and it's not successful. And so what they talked about was having an integrated human capital strategy with the business strategy. There are so many interdependencies that are created in a VUCA environment. So what does it take to be a successful HR leader in a VUCA environment? And these were 4 themes that came across all the interviews and the surveys that were done. Global mindset. So all of them talked about either living abroad, working abroad, or being on a global initiative that allowed them to really understand how to navigate a world where you don't know what the operating environment is like. You don't know the network, the contacts, and you really need to understand how to network differently and what the rules are.
So my big thought on all this is that, as we're particularly in this VUCA environment, and things are changing around us every single day. My thought is, as long as you keep your eye on that ball, as long as you keep your eye on the why, and all this stuff swirling around you, and you stay focused on that, you're going to get through it. And you might have to learn a new way. You might have to learn a new tool or a new technology or, some new language or whatever it might be. But as long as you stay focused on the why, I really do believe that you'll get through it.
Taking that risk to really put yourself out there to understand the business. Like I said, coming from a business that seemed fairly simple into a highly complex mining operation, I knew that there was not value to add unless I understood the business. So kind of taking that risk, putting on the work boots and, spending months in the organization, getting to learn it. And then, the risk being, testing that, so did you really learn anything? And are you going to take that opportunity to, sitting around a boardroom table, with, the rest of the team or with the board members, and start to challenge some of the assumptions that people have on the business, and taking that risk on really where you feel you can add value versus just sitting there kind of waiting to be called upon to speak to people issues.
I guess my thought would be to don't look for a linear career path, because you probably won't find it. As I sort of look back at my career, there's definitely ups and there's lefts and there's rights, and you got to be prepared to sort of follow that path wherever it might be. And I look at some of the pivotal points in my career and where there's been changes in some, and they've all been because of someone else, whether that be a leader who believed in me and supported me to get to the next level, or a leader that I was trying to get away from, so I went and moved to another role. But all of those things really added to my toolbox of experience. And I think that you got to be willing to put yourself out there and try something new. You got to just trust yourself and trust that it'll be okay. Give it a shot. You'll get something out of it.